Hello, everyone. Just a little bit of a disclaimer before we get into this week's crazy episode. We had some technical difficulties with Elliot's mic. We tried fixing it, but there's only so much we can do. I personally blame Sawyer. Let's just say she's never beating these sabotage allegations. So yeah, if it sounds like I'm talking to R2D2 at certain points, I promise it is in fact Elliot. So yeah, apologies in advance and enjoy the episode. Hello. Welcome to
Hello.
the 71st floor. I'm Konstantinos.
And I'm Elliot.
Welcome back, our third episode.
Yes, very exciting times.
How are you, Elliot?
I am tired.
Tired, yeah.
But it's fine. It's just like socializing and shit, you know.
Well, yeah, you had your parents over for the
Yeah.
weekend. How was
Which
that?
is lovely. It's always lovely. But you know, like, I feel like when you don't actually do anything, you get more tired. Like just sitting around eating and like just you just feel like lazy and then it just drains you.
So were you just like in the house all weekend? Like what did you do?
We went so they came Friday night and then we just sat and watched Ugly Betty for like
Love
a little while.
Ugly Betty.
And then the next day we got
Have you ever seen the whole show?
No, so I watched it as a kid and then was like I remember it being funny, but then for some reason I think because whenever my parents come, I don't want to like put something on that I actually care about watching, and like they are not gonna want to watch this as well, because they only like serious stuff. Like as Gemma Collins, this is serious stuff. They only like crime.
Oh, okay.
TV shows. And stuff, so,
yeah, that makes sense.
Or like sitcoms, and I'm like I don't really like watching sitcoms. So sometimes I put on like Kath and Kim, the Australian one.
Oh yeah.
So
the DVD player.
The DVD player, Kim. So yeah, I put that on sometimes, but then we've watched pretty much all of that. So it's like, what now? What else did we watch?
Well, we only recently watched. I hadn't seen Ugly Betty ever, and Rick. I think Rick saw some of it, but never finished it. And he said we should watch it. And I was like, at first I was like, oh, another old show, whatever. But then we did. I actually loved it.
Really
I
funny.
loved it
it's
so
like
much.
The Devil Wears Prada, like, but camp,
yeah, exactly.
Like more
and now, what's her name?
Yeah.
What's her name? Something Williams. Vanessa Williams. She's doing
theatre show.
Yeah. But you know they also have a podcast now. They created it like a month ago.
Oh really?
And I subscribed day one.
Oh.
So you know the actor who plays Mark and the actress who plays Amanda. They have a podcast together now, recapping the show and talking about all the behind the scenes and all that. It's so good.
I feel like stuff like that is interesting, but I don't know if I'd want to watch it because it kind of like spoils the magic. Because you know, there's like
I love listening to behind the scenes and watching stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's called Still Ugly.
That's the name.
And they're so funny together.
Yeah, there's one of like, is it like Ned's? I can't remember what the show was called. It's like a Nickelodeon show, like Ned's Declassified School.
Oh.
Whatever, I don't know what it's called. But they've got a podcast, and they're literally talking about like having sex behind the scenes, and I'm like, excuse me.
Damn. Well,
this is a kids show.
The Avatar show also has a podcast where the voice actress for Korra and the voice actor for Zuko, they did a watch through of the original show, and now they've started Korra, and that one is so good. I mean, both actors I love so much.
Yeah, I feel like you're a bit biased though.
Yeah, but they like really dive deep into like all the deep themes, and they bring in like writers, the creators, voice actors, like anyone who's worked on the show. They bring in and they discuss so much like insight that you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And they're also like both big fans of the show, so they bring fans. They do like quizzes, games, and all that. That's called Braving the Elements. Yeah, that one's very cool as well.
So yeah,
you watched Ugly Betty.
We watched Ugly Betty. Long story short,
we
watched Ugly Betty. Then we went, did some shopping, and then actually it was quite funny because we went to Buxton and.
Sorry for the viewers. I accidentally I
Oh my
accidentally
God, the
zoomed
chaos.
out.
Cut.
Everything's falling
Spoil,
apart.
stop it. Yeah, so we went to Buxton, and in my head, Buxton is like small towny vibes.
Is that where we went last time we were here?
I don't think
No.
so.
Oh, no, that was where the Wool Festival was.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes. All roads lead back to Buxton. So we went there, did some shopping, and it was nice, like a nice little like market town kind of thing. And then we got to like the main high street, and some woman just like old woman just turned up with like, you know, like the little megaphone speaker thingy,
Oh, God.
and she was like, "Oh, Jesus this, Jesus that."
Oh, my God.
And we were stood there like, "Oh God, here we go." And then we were stood outside of this like vintage like antique kind of shop, and this woman who obviously worked in the shop comes out, and she's like just watching her, and she's like, "Oh my God, get a life." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." I was like, it made me feel so much more comfortable. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I love that for her."
Yeah, well, speaking of, on my way here, on my way to the train station, there was this march or this parade. I was on the bus and we stopped, and the bus driver shouted up, and he was like, "I don't know how long we'll be sat here." So I was like, "Okay, I'm getting out because I need to catch this train."
Yeah.
And I walked down and I saw this march. It was near St. Peter's Square.
Oh, okay.
And it was this march of, it was a religious march, but it was only like 50 people, 60 people, not a lot. And they were holding up these like huge pictures of Jesus and Mary, and in front leading was this guy dressed like the Pope, and he was going around waving at people, and I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this some kind of special day? Like, is this some kind of celebratory Christian day? I don't know.
What day is it?
May 26th, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that was
nothing rings a
weird.
bell.
That was
Yeah.
weird.
But it's like when we were in Pride, they had like the anti
Well, yeah, that's
whatever,
That's
like
a standard,
the
yeah.
Christian.
You can't have pride without the
the
Christian
anti-pride.
hate. Yeah,
But like we, because you were marching in your companies,
yeah.
and I was marching with the NHS, and the the parade like stopped, and we ended up being like, because the NHS was like the biggest group I think out of like all of the other companies, just because it covers like the whole of like the region.
Here
I
is
think.
Soya
Get
again.
out. So yeah, we had like a massive group, and then we got held up like literally next to the anti-pride protest. I don't even know what you call it. Like they're just
I don't
massive,
think
like,
we
Christian...
even. I don't think we even saw them, or they didn't disturb us.
But they literally had like a giant Jesus, and was just like holding up and like dancing with him, and like obviously screaming at us. And then obviously because it's Pride, the people who were there like normally were just like cheering on, and because it was the NHS as well, it was like even louder. So it was like, oh my God, Soya, stop.
Oh no, yeah, I do remember. We did see them actually. Yeah,
Soya,
yeah.
go away.
Because the same thing happened with us. Yeah, just everyone cheered even louder when we went past them. Because
It's
everyone
just
was-
it's moments like that that make you feel like very like, I don't know. To me, it like warms my heart when you see stuff like that, because like obviously in like a horrible situation, it is actually quite like.
But
nice
also,
to have
like,
that support.
how sad. Like, I kind of feel
Yeah, I
bad for
know.
them. Because, like, imagine your whole life being about waiting for this one event where people go out and celebrate just who they love or whatever. So you could go there and hate on them. Like,
Yeah.
what?
It's crazy.
Like, what kind of life is that? Anyway,
Yeah.
different topic for another day.
Gotta love Pride. But yeah, anyway, so then that was pretty much it.
Okay.
This weekend, just chilled. Other than that, I think my dad trimmed the bottom of our kitchen door because the kitchen door didn't shut for like 6 months.
Oh.
But that was that. And Andrew's got his hair permed, so he now has a broccoli head twink like the rest of them.
By your mum.
By my mum. Yes.
I don't think I noticed it when I saw him earlier.
I mean, he was very quick to be like,
Yeah,
"Okay, bye."
I'm out. Yeah.
But yes, he's now joined the broccoli head twink club. So
Okay.
it's
Interesting.
nice for him, I guess. What were you up to?
This weekend. What did we do? What did we do Friday? I feel like I did something on Friday. No, we didn't do
Nothing.
anything. Saturday, I went to ballet.
Oh, yeah.
We had a guest teacher who had actually taught before, and he was so good. And after that last time, I went up to him along with other people, and I asked him, I was like, where else do you teach, or do you have any social media or anything? And he was like, no, I'm not on social media, and
like, I don't want anything to do with you.
No,
Stay
he
away
said,
from me.
I'm not on social media, and I don't teach anywhere else yet. And I was like, oh my god, that sucks, because like we all want you. Yeah, not in
like
a weird
that.
way, yeah. Although he was like flirting with everyone during class, which kind of made the reason his classes were amazing is because he gets very personal. Like he gives very, very good corrections.
Yeah.
And he gets very personal with everyone, and he makes you feel good, and he has a very like high positive energy. Okay. And then he came back to guest teach again this Saturday, which was amazing. And we told him again, we were like, they need to bring you like permanently. We told him if you had like a weekly class, I would be there. And he was like, tell them, please. Yeah. So yeah, that was nice. And then we went out for one of Rick's Yu-Gi-Oh friends for his birthday. Oh, so it was nice to see the Yu-Gi-Oh group again that I hadn't seen in a while. But yeah, I didn't stay out very late because I was tired.
I feel like this week is dragged, but
yes.
It's only because stop.
So you're pressing keys on the laptop.
The other way.
Just like, no, I need to press these keys.
Hello,
little girl.
Like, just sit down and sleep.
Yeah, sit down.
I'm surprised she's not crying, to be honest. She's been crying so much today. Like, literally, she would just sit there and stare at us and be crying.
Oh, good
like,
girl, good girl. Sorry. Oh, the video people are gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, well, there you go.
If you
wanna see the cute cat, you have to watch the video.
Yeah.
Where is it? Just on YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube at the 71th floor. They might, Sawyer might start chewing on the wire, so there might be some interference in a bit.
Some crunching.
Boop, boop, boop. Anyway, back to. Yeah, this week has also dragged for me as well. I think like, I don't know. Was I off last week? Do you think that'll affect anything? No. It's just the wire.
But yeah, I think like this was like my last full week at work for a while. So I got like, which is also another thing, like stressing about like I've just got so much stuff coming up and I just want to like sleep forever. But also I hate sleeping, so it's like what.
You hate sleeping?
Yeah, I hate sleeping.
What?
Have we not spoke about this before?
No.
I hate sleeping. I think it's such a waste of time.
Okay.
And it's just like, why? I understand that I need it, but like, why do I have to spend so much of my time sleeping? Like, okay. I could be, like, in those like 7.5, well, so this is the thing, I don't sleep for 7.5 hours like you're supposed to or whatever it is. I sleep for about 6 hours.
Oof.
And that to me is already...
Oh, there goes the plant again.
Yeah, 6 hours is too much because I'm like, in those 6 hours, I could be doing so much more. Stop it. Get out.
We're going to be very distracted by Sawyer today because she's very active.
But yeah, she just wants cuddles. I feel bad. Shall I give her cuddles?
Well, yeah, just grab her. That's the good thing about Sawyer is you could grab her and she literally doesn't care. She's the best cat.
I never used to do that to cats because I always used to think that would scare them off, but
what the fuck is that? What are you doing? Oh, I thought you meant the hand gesture.
Oh no, she usually, I don't know, she's playing up now for the camera.
See, I also say pss, pss, pss for cats, but Rick says, what does Rick say? Rick says something else. I forgot.
Yeah, I always think that pss, pss, pss sounds like you're trying to scare them.
No.
Because I think as a kid, when we had like cats on our front garden and my mum was like, oh, they're gonna bang on the garden, she'd be like, pss, or like whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But it sounds like another cat hissing, do you not think?
Pss, 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 pss. That doesn't sound like a hiss.
I don't know. Well, Sawyer's stupid anyway, so she doesn't care. Come here.
Anyway, moving on. She'll come.
Yeah, she'll walk across the keyboard and then delete the whole thing and start again.
She's like, shut up.
Just go sleep if you're tired, little princess.
Right,
Anyway, enough about Sawyer.
Shall we get into one of the things?
Yes, well, you had a...
Yeah, I made a little... I have 3 things I wanted that happened since we last recorded. One of them was Eurovision.
Oh, yeah.
Eurovision 2025.
Okay, you meant to talk about this last time, actually, didn't you?
Yeah, but that was before it happened, so I guess it's better now that it happened. so that happened. It was interesting.
I mean, I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I don't care for Eurovision normally. I was only going to watch it because you were going to watch it. But
Yeah.
Then you,
I mean, for me, I grew up with Eurovision. Like I was a kid. Like my whole family would just sit and watch it every year.
I think we were we used to have like family friends we would go and like visit, and sometimes we'd go and have like little.
It's like an event.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a big thing. Like no one really cared about it, and because like I don't know, what is it? Britain, the UK, what do we class ourselves as when we compete? Is it Britain?
The UK.
Oh, the UK.
Yeah.
Always do poorly, except for that 1 year.
Except for Sam.
that 1 year.
Yeah.
But so like to me, like I don't. Not that I care. I don't care about. I don't want to get cancelled. But like I'm not like a patriotic person. Like I literally could not care less if like my
the
country
UK is doing poorly. I'm not watching Eurovision.
Yeah, I mean it's not that at all.
Eurovision shit.
It's not that at all. I literally don't care. But it's just like, why would I want to watch a bunch of mid singers singing?
No, there's some
like,
very good songs in Eurovision.
The only Eurovision song that I listen to now is Loreen. Well, I don't even listen to it. Euphoria, but like that's obviously like the best song to come out of Eurovision in like 50 years or however long it's been
going. Debatable, but yeah, it's definitely up there. I mean, you've got Waterloo.
Yeah, but that's like ancient.
But
that's what I mean, like 50 years ago.
Yeah, but that's still that still holds up today.
Does it?
Yes. How dare you
I'm not a huge
speak
ABBA fan.
ill of ABBA?
I'm not being ill. I'm just saying there's been more better songs in the past 50 years than Waterloo.
From Eurovision?
Probably. Like the Europapa, that was a good song.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it was one of the best songs of Eurovision ever.
Well,
anyway.
debatable.
So yeah, it was nice. It was very okay. Like it had a lot of songs that I was like, okay. I kind of like it. I kind of see myself liking this. I saved a few, but it wasn't. Yeah, it had nothing that really wowed me like other years.
The one that I heard, and that's only because Andres keeps listening to it, is the German one. But I don't like
German.
You could ask me how does it go now, and I would be like, I have no idea.
I don't remember how it goes, but I remember it was quite a fun one.
Yeah, and also the Lithuania one. People were being like, oh, this song is like underdog.
Shit.
People were
bad.
praising it. People on TikTok were like, "Oh my god, this is like the most underrated song of Eurovision," and I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
No. Well, last year Lithuania was very good. They had a twink that had a very good song.
Surprise.
Because we remember it because it was this twink that had a very good song, and then this year, as soon as Lithuania came up, we were like, "Oh, let's see," and it was shit, and I was like, wasn't as good as last year.
I don't think it was bad. I think it was just obviously someone trying to imitate like a different artist. You know, like I don't know what the vibe is, but like you know, like those very famous like indie bands. I guess I don't know what. Like,
yeah, but yeah, I mean, overall, it was fine. The winning song, I didn't think was a winning song, but the guy who won it after he won it, he kept popping up on our TikToks. For like all the interviews he was doing and all the live streams and everything, and he's so funny and so relatable.
And even won?
Austria. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. So I'm kind of glad he won just for his personality.
Yeah.
Also another gay person, because Eurovision is the gayest thing in Europe.
Well, yeah.
If it's not a gay or a girly, then
it ain't Eurovision.
It ain't real Eurovision. Yeah. So I'm glad, and also, it was too close with the voting. I don't know if you saw. I mean, we discussed it in the chat.
I mean, this is where it's this is where it gets frustrating for me, because I'm like, it's just obvious. It's like, what's the point in even competing if it's just gonna be paid for?
Yeah, exactly. So it was very, very close. Israel got like 300 something points from the audience, allegedly.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I have never in my life ever seen a country pay for advertising for their song.
Yeah,
for
I've seen that. Yeah.
Eurovision. Like, what the hell is that? Like, it was literally in Times Square or something, wasn't it? Like, they put an ad up for the Israel Eurovision and it's like, you can't even vote if you're from America, so why are you advertising it in America?
I think I'm not sure if you can actually or not.
But it's Eurovision.
Yeah.
It's like Europe.
Yeah.
Plus like whatever like Australia.
Yeah, but I've also seen online people say where like everyone who supports Israel is going to vote for Israel, and everyone who doesn't support Israel is going to spread out their votes. So it makes
So it looks inflated, I guess.
Yes, so it makes sense that they have so many votes.
Yeah, but like, is there really that many countries that are in support
I
of
don't know.
Israel?
No,
I don't
like
think there is.
Like obviously there's going to be people who support them and vote for them, but then
But then
there's
again,
also a lot of them that are just paid
it's like,
for.
oh, don't bring politics to Eurovision. But like, what? How come if you're supporting Israel in like the
Political way, yeah.
Palestine conflict, like what? How are you? Like
yeah,
she
it's
clearly was
not
not
about
the best.
the song.
She was
No,
not
no,
the best.
the song wasn't even in the top 10 most streamed songs of this year.
Which, if you're going off of the public vote, just doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Because how can you not have the top 10 streams where you get the most or second most?
We were so frustrated with these audience votes because so many songs that were so good, like Spain and the Finland.
Mm-hmm.
Finland has such a good song, and a lot of them that were considered fan favorites, like Malta, serving, which she had to change it.
Did it change? I thought it got disqualified.
No, it just changed to serving. So she just says serving. But then in the audience, everyone was shouting.
Well, yeah.
That.
But then they also had like people booing and stuff during the Israel.
Yeah, and that's another thing. And then they don't show it on TV.
Yeah, so it's like.
And Graham said it in the commentary after Israel performed. He said, "I don't know what you heard at home, but it was very mixed reaction here." So yeah, a lot of those quote-unquote fan favorites barely got any votes from the audience. We were like, what? I think Malta got like 8 votes or something. It was like so ridiculous.
Yeah.
The UK, no surprise to anyone, got 0 points from the audience. But yeah, Greece actually did very well, and it was actually one of my favorite songs of the evening.
I think the thing that people don't realize about Eurovision is that like European pop music is so different from English pop music.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, what charts in like European countries is not what charts in the UK. So putting a song out that sounds nothing like Europop, you're not gonna get any votes because people are not gonna like it. Like they need to lean into like the.
But Sam's
like Europop.
Sam's song wasn't
that just like a ballad?
What, Spaceman?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a ballad.
I mean, I didn't listen to it.
You've never listened to it?
No.
Never.
And you know what really irritated me when I was working in a different workplace at the time, and this random woman, like never spoke to me before, really didn't care who I was, came up to me and was like, "You look like that. What's the song called?
Spaceman."
Spaceman. She was like, "You look like Spaceman." I was like, "What are you on about?"
Neil Armstrong?
She was like, I can't remember his name, but the guy, and I was like,
Sam,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sam Ryder.
And she was like, yeah, it's Sam Ryder. I googled him. I was like, you fucking bitch. I was like, I look nothing like him. The only thing was I had slightly longer hair than I have now.
long hair, yeah.
But he has really long hair.
Yeah,
and
his
like
hair is
full
very
like
long.
beard and like bushy mustache. I was like, what are you on about? Like we look
I mean,
nothing
he is
alike.
quite attractive, so I guess that was a compliment. You don't think he is?
I don't think he is. But
Okay,
I
fair.
don't think people who look like me are attractive.
Fair.
Unless they're like me but on steroids, you know?
Okay.
Like
As in literally?
No, not literally. Like I don't mean like super buff.
Yeah,
I just mean
yeah.
like someone who looks like me, but like what I could have looked like if I had like
Right.
blessed genetics. and,
Right.
Like a yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. So no, that was not a compliment to me. But
But yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah, the UK keeps failing because they just don't know how to do Eurovision.
I literally was like, I said to Andres, I was like, after we found out that the UK got 0 points, I was like, maybe I just need to apply, make some Euro pop song, and just be like, look, you guys need me.
Yeah.
Sell myself, and then maybe. But then it would be so embarrassing. But then also I have nothing to lose.
No,
everything
and
to
it's such a
gain.
good experience.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But then I also despise
I think if you're not,
Eurovisions.
I think if you're not an established singer, they're not gonna consider you.
Well, how do they know that? The internet.
Yeah, exactly. What age do you think we live in? But yeah.
But if you just lie convincingly, how will they know? They'll just trust you.
They're gonna know.
No, they won't know.
But how will they know? They're gonna know.
Exactly, they're not gonna know. Yeah, I don't know. And if you make a good song, they're not gonna be like, no. Because people don't vote for you because you're an established singer. Like Estonia had Tommy Cash. Tommy Cash is an established singer. Estonia did not do well.
Who was it?
The Espresso song.
Yeah. No, San Marino 1 year, not this year. A few years ago had Pitbull or something, and they did shit. They got like 0 points because it was a shit song.
And the only one that did well was Loreen. Again, the second time.
Yeah.
But that's kind of.
I think is she the only one? I think she's the only one that won twice, or maybe the second one.
Well, I think that was a scam, though. I think she won.
Oh.
Because
you think it was rigged?
Loreen. Well, yeah, obviously.
I mean, it was a very good song. Like, it's not like it was a shit song.
But like, to win twice.
Good for her.
Yeah, good for her. She's a mother. But like, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems rigged to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Another one I really liked this year was Switzerland again, which won last year. Brought another. Yeah, Switzerland was one.
UK won. Well, he didn't even win.
No, he
Ukraine
didn't even
won.
win. That was in.
Oh, so did Switzerland win when it was in the UK? Because of it was supposed to be in Ukraine, obviously.
No.
No.
Was that so recent? I think in the UK it was in like 2022 or 2023.
Oh, God, I don't know.
Last year it was in Sweden, because Loreen won.
Loreen won when it was in the UK.
Yes.
And then that makes
Yes. And then
Switzerland won.
Switzerland won, yeah, with
Miss
Nemo
Neutral coming through with the
Nemo, who's non-binary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, amazing. And they performed their new song this year, and I loved it. I can't stop listening to it. Called Unexplainable, and the lyrics are so nice. I think it talks about what happens when you sleep or when you die. Like, where do we go? And he parallels.
Sounds like Billie Eilish.
What?
Billie Eilish, literally.
Well, let me finish.
Okay, oh sorry.
The song.
Oh, touched a nerve.
So he parallels how unexplainable that is. Sorry, they parallel how unexplainable that is with how unexplainable his feeling. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about how unexplainable their feelings about being non-binary is. So yeah, I think it's a very, very cool song. I can't stop listening to it. But yeah, Switzerland brought another great entry this year that I loved. And the way it was shot on stage was very, very cool. It was like all one shot. And it looked like
I love a one shot.
Yeah, I love a one shot. And it looked like a music video. It looked very cinematic. And they came quite high, actually.
It is funny though, like I feel like this is very me. Like, I literally have said I don't care for Eurovision, yet I'm very involved.
Yeah.
And like I have very strong opinions.
Well, because
about
you're
stuff. I'm
online.
Like, I don't care.
Oh, but there was another controversy this year, which was that the Eurovision committee or people, whatever, banned the pride flags from being on stage, which is insane.
That's like banning pride flags at Pride.
Insane. And Nemo came out and like did a statement after Eurovision, and they said that last year when they won, they wanted to have the non-binary flag on stage when they won, and before they went on to accept the thing, they told them they can't have it, and they just tucked it in somewhere and went up and got it up.
This is the thing. I'm like,
and then the first post Eurovision put after that was Nemo with the non-binary flag on stage. So they were like, that's a bit hypocritic. And they told him, oh, it was never an issue. It was never an issue. I don't know what you're talking about. But then this year, they came out outright and said no pride flags on stage, which is crazy because it is literally the gayest thing in Europe. How are you shutting out literally like 80% of your audience?
I think the problem is that people still watch it. People don't care. Like, people
like
obviously care, but like, people will still watch it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to stop people from watching it.
Yeah.
Which I think is just a big problem in itself in the world. Is like, people are like, oh yeah.
I think we were very close to skipping it this year, but
at least you went somewhere to watch it.
Yeah,
rather
that's the
than
thing.
Like watching it yourself and then like.
The main reason we went is because our friend invited us, and we pretty much see this friend like once a year for this, like it's our thing. Eurovision is our thing where we're like, we're going to meet for Eurovision and it's going to be like our catch up. Oh, yeah, it's weird. So we were like, yeah, we're not going to skip it and not see Jack or whatever. And yeah, so yeah, it was a nice time.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's never really appealed to me, but I'm always invested in it somehow because I'm chronically online, and it's just like one of those topics that like you can't avoid if you are online.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't care.
Yeah, we'll see next year how it is. I feel like this thing with Israel is like building up to them just winning next year or something.
Well, I mean, hopefully next year it's not going to be a thing anymore.
I don't think they'll ever kick out Israel because it's one of their biggest like sponsors for Eurovision.
Oh no, I mean like the
conflict
should not be going for another year because that's crazy. But
who knows?
That's another topic.
Who knows? Okay, so that's Eurovision closed off.
We'll quickly take a U-turn before we start getting into the deep serious stuff.
We went and watched Mission Impossible, the final one.
Oh, okay.
The Final Reckoning.
Again, I'm not really.
You've never seen?
I've never seen Mission.
Oh, I've
all
only
I
seen
see is like the clips of like
Tom Cruise doing all the crazy stunts. Yeah. I've only seen them because of Rick again, as a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because he loves Tom Cruise. It's like his biggest man crush, but not in like a sexual way.
Have a man crush as a gay man. It's like, just a crush.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Not in like an attractive way, but in like he admires him so much.
As an idol,
as an actor, as a stunt man, as a person who loves film.
A religious figure.
Is he? Oh no.
Go to Scientology.
What, Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Well, so is Elizabeth Moss apparently.
Who's Elizabeth Moss?
You know, The Handmaid's Tale, the main character.
Oh.
June.
That would not surprise me. She kind of gives that vibe.
Yeah, but I don't know. Who cares? Whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, they're so secretive about it. It's like, how do you even know?
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, back to the movie.
Great.
Yeah, how do we go from Mission Impossible, Scientology?
Well, it's very linear line.
So the last one, we actually rewatched the weekend before we went to watch it because it just came on Netflix. And Rick realized that he didn't actually like the last one very much. But I thought the last one was great, but I got why he didn't like it very much. So he was kind of hoping that this final one would redeem it, and it definitely did. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was very good. You could see the passion in Tom Cruise because he's also like the producer or whatever.
He's gonna be like gone, not gone soon, but like he's gonna stop.
He's gonna die.
He's gonna like stop doing like stunts soon. Surely he's like
he's six. No,
I don't think
he's
he's
not
60.
No. He's 50 something.
If he's 60, he looks great for 60, but maybe that's the Scientology.
Let's see. Let's fact check.
I'm pretty sure he's like in his early 50s.
Tom Cruise is 62.
Oh, he is 60.
62.
Okay, wait. In that picture, he does not look good.
62, and he's fucking jumping off cliffs and hanging off planes, and yeah, he's crazy. But you can see that he loves it so much, and it shows in the movies, and it makes the movie so much more enjoyable.
I mean, if he's 62, he's gonna be retiring soon.
This bitch is never gonna retire.
Does retirement age, is it still the same in America?
I don't know.
I'm not retired now, so I don't know.
Well, you have to be a footballer to retire early. Did you know footballers retire at like 35?
Oh, well, so do dancers.
No.
Yes.
Well,
you try to get a job as a dancer over 30 years old.
Yeah, but like you don't get official retirement.
No.
Like
they actually get like
yes, you can get your pension as a footballer at 35.
Why? This pisses me off. Footballers need to be like, I'm not going to say that, but
deleted.
they need to be removed from
exterminated.
the earth. Because why on earth do they get why do they get like my annual salary, why do they get that in a day or like a month? Like it's just ridiculous. Like it's not fair. And why
all they do is play with balls?
Well, exactly. Like you're just running around for like 90 minutes, but not even that. Some of them don't even get to play the whole game.
Yeah.
So it's like you're just running around doing nothing, standing there. Like the goalkeeper, like fair enough. Yeah, you have to like dive for the ball or whatever. 85 minutes of the game. What are you doing? Just stood there watching. and you get
So
paid.
if you
what?
like football, fuck you.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Oh my god! You know what? I'm just put on that stupid Wrexham show on Apple TV, not Apple TV,
Which one?
Disney Plus. The Ryan Reynolds. Is he by like Wrexham football? What the hell is that ticking? Is it the clock?
You tell me.
Sounds like it's gonna explode.
We have a
yeah,
bomb.
it's like Welcome to Wrexham. I think it's called on oh my god, every
TV?
streaming service. Basically, Ryan Reynolds and this other actor that I don't care for, bought, I think, Wrexham Football Club. I don't even know
So it's
why I'm
basically
talking
Ted
about
Lasso,
this.
but American.
And real life.
Oh.
Um,
Ugh.
and it's like a full-on documentary about Wrexham Football Club, and I'm just put
It's
it
on
on.
Disney. It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, and just put it on, and I was like, can we not watch this? And literally, like the
Why
first
did
episode,
Andrews put this on?
because he's watched it by himself. I was like, why on earth are you watching a football documentary? He's like, I don't know, just put it on. And obviously, my dad not plays football, watches football. I was like, why are we watching this? We watched like 5 episodes of it back to back. I was like, can we stop? Like, can we actually stop? The first episode was so
Well,
depressing.
it's got very high ratings, but obviously,
Yeah, but it's like a football documentary. I'm like, I don't care. And like, yeah, the first episode that we watched is like a guy talking about, oh, I'm a photographer. And I was like, okay, here we go. And then it was like, oh yeah, I struggle with anxiety and depression. I was like, oh, for God's sake. I was like, I don't care. Like, go do something else. And he was like, oh, I just like, I always loved being a bit of an outsider. I was like, shut up. Like, you're not going to get my sympathy. You're a football photographer. Like, I literally do not care. Like, go away. Get off my screen.
that must be hard though, being a football photographer.
No, he's not a football photographer. Like,
He's just a photographer.
he's a photographer that takes pictures, like street photography. You know, like you just go out on the street and like someone walks past you, like, oh, that looks cool. Let me take that picture. So he takes pictures of football fans. Why am I still talking about this?
Yeah, let's
hate
move
this.
on.
But yeah, that really irritated me. Anyway,
Back to Mission
no
Impossible.
football. We've wasted like 5 minutes of this podcast
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah,
football.
yeah.
Never again. It will never come up again. Trust me, mark my words, it's never coming up again.
And this is the second time, because we've also talked about football last episode when I told you about Ted Lasso. What?
Oh my god, is Sam just stuck outside?
No, he's here.
No, I think he's stuck. He said the door's locked.
Okay, let's take a break.
Take a break. Let Andrew sit in.
And we're back. Yeah, well, yeah, we were
no,
saying.
we need to change the topic because we're not talking about.
Yeah, no
Football
football.
ever
Let me just finish what I was saying about Mission Impossible, which I seem to be
How do
getting.
we
We
get-
seem to be getting derailed so easily. Yeah, it was very good action pieces. Although we've seen criticisms online saying that the first half of the movie is very much like not boring, but like a lot of a lot of setup, and it kind of drags. But then the final act is like one of the best things ever. But I didn't think it did. Like, I didn't get bored or anything. It kept me interested like the whole movie.
I think the problem is that people, especially, no hate, because I am one, Gen Z, have the attention span of like a goldfish.
Exactly. I think they wanted this movie to be
Like
full of stunts,
Stunt,
like
stunt,
every
stunt,
scene.
stunt,
Yeah,
stunt.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like that's not entertaining. Like I think the thing that makes stuff good is like that drawn out suspense. And like, okay, maybe I haven't seen this, so I can't say, but like I think it's better. Like films for me are better when they make you wait and they build
Yeah.
up over a long time, and then they have this big climax at the end.
And it actually is
And it
good.
feels like rewarding. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, you've just sat and watched this whole thing, and it feels like very intense up until that last moment, and then you get that last relief of like,
Yeah.
oh.
And it
now it's
definitely
like
was
something.
rewarding, and it was so ridiculous in a good way, like the stakes, because it's the final one. It was literally the end of the world, and the villain is this AI, which is very timely actually. This AI that's kind of like grown and taken over like the entirety of the world, like cyberspace and everything, and it's thrown the world into chaos. And they have to find the original source code and
For the AI.
yes, that's stuck in a submarine that sunk like 10 years ago in the bottom of the Antarctic.
Why the hell?
It's so crazy. And it's been set up from the last one. So the last one was meant to be part 1 and this one was meant to be part 2, but they changed the title and it's not part 2 anymore.
Okay.
So this villain like started from the last movie.
The AI.
Yes. And yeah, it's so crazy. And like by the final like big climax, there's so many things going at the same time that like keep you on the edge of just like there's a bomb and the US is about to launch nukes and he's hanging off a plane and they have to.
Why is the US always nuking shit? Like, just stop.
It's complicated. You have to watch it to understand.
No.
And he's hanging off a plane and she has to do this thing.
Film?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was from an old one.
Well, he also hang off a plane in an old one, and then in this one as well.
Of course.
But his biggest stunt was in the previous one. I think I told you about it, where he rides a bike off the edge of a cliff and jumps off of the bike and opens a parachute and goes down the cliff, which is insane. And there's a whole behind-the-scenes featurette about how they did that. But yeah, anyway, it was crazy, and the submarine scene was amazing. I don't know. I mean, they build like a tank, and it's Tom Cruise doing everything, and he's like swimming in this submarine. Whatever. It's crazy. It's a crazy movie. It's very fun to watch. Yeah. I enjoyed it. Rick also enjoyed it. He said it redeemed the last one. So yeah, I don't know if we can hear Andrew's fucking.
I think so.
Rambling in the background. So yeah, that's that. Any input on that?
I don't. There was something I was going to say, but it's just gone completely out of my mind.
Maybe it'll come back.
It'll come back to me, I'm sure.
But the other thing I want to talk about, which actually kind of leads from Mission Impossible, is the new Google AI.
Oh, actually, I do remember what I was going to say.
Okay. Go. Before I get into
I guess it is related. Like, do you not think, like, if this narrative that's being pushed in all these films is like AI is the bad guy?
Yeah. It's very
eventually,
ironic.
The AI is going to learn this. It's going to see all of this and be like, wait, maybe I am the bad guy. And then it's going to just turn on us. And it's going to be like, well, you told me.
Maybe.
Like, you've trained me to be this way because you've just made all this media. And
That
I'm
would
the
be
bad
very
guy.
ironic.
So now I'm going to just start
bombing everyone. Yeah.
You've not seen that Black Mirror episode, have you?
Not yet. No. We still have one more episode of Andor, and then we'll start watching other things like Black Mirror, Last of Us.
Yeah, there's one episode of Black Mirror from the newest season where it's like this guy is like, I don't want to spoil it, but it's like, I'm pretty sure he like created life, like a digital life form, which is basically like an AI.
Okay.
And like he's like started to like communicate with it, and it basically is like
Interesting.
it is interesting, and it's very much
Yeah, I'm excited to
yeah
start watching other shows, even though I'm really, really enjoying Andor, and I'm sad that we only have one more episode because every episode just keeps getting better and better.
You know what? We need to download Battlefront and play.
Yes, I literally told you last night. I told everyone we should play Battlefront.
This is the thing that I wanted to speak about because I think my mind is so powerful because I literally can speak things into existence, and I have proof. And there's one specific example that I think is like so. Well, I mean, other than this Battlefront thing, because literally. We were on Discord talking. Oh, have you guys ever played Battlefront? And you were like,
we
oh,
only
yeah,
mentioned
like,
it because of all the Star Wars talk, like Fortnite and Andor and all that. No?
Yeah, but it wasn't popping off when I asked.
Yeah.
And then literally the next day, it was like breaks Twitch records for like most streams in a day. Or
and
whatever.
it broke its record on Steam for most players at the same time.
So like crazy how my mind was just like, oh, remember that game? And then the next day. Boom.
It is crazy, but I'm glad to see it. Like literally, that game hasn't had any updates for the past 5 years.
Yeah, I don't even think it's like got a PS5 version.
No.
So it's literally like a PS4 old.
I mean, it's still good. It still looks good and runs good. But
I mean, it looks great on anyway. But yeah, the other example. Well, there's been loads of times. But like, I'll be like thinking of stuff. I'll be like, oh, like the other day at work, I was like, oh, I've not seen this girl in a while. Next day, she was literally stood next to where I needed to go, and I was like. I've literally never seen you stood here before, but here we are. Spoke to her. Then I remember like a couple of years ago, I was at work, and I don't know like the correct way to say it, but basically there was this guy, and you can tell like his first language was not English, and he was like talking to this woman, and like making jokes, and she was like laughing, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. Like imagine how cool it would be to like be funny in a different language. And like that just kind of stuck with me because I was like, oh, like, you know, like sometimes you get inspired by things. I'm like, oh, maybe I should learn another language so I can become fluent enough to be like funny. Because I think like that's a big flex. Like being like, oh, like I understand the language so well that like I'm funny and I can make jokes. I was like, that's so cool. Anyway, go home. Next day, walk into work. They put up a new poster for the new 1975 album. Can you guess what it's called?
Being funny in a different language.
Being funny in a foreign language.
Really?
And it's literally there.
Oh,
And I'm not
wow.
even kidding. It was the next day. And I was like,
Wow.
like, even this morning when I checked it, I was like, I'm just going to have a look to make sure that I'm not making this shit up. Because, like, it feels like a fever dream. Like, I literally was thinking it exactly, like,
Wow.
almost word for word. I was thinking it.
Can
And then the
you-
next morning, it was there. And I was like,
Can you manifest a new job for me?
no, see, it's not stuff like that.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I have tried.
Wow, he said, fuck you.
Also, our friend Iona, she is a big 1975 fan. And, like, this is crazy. I don't know how much you know about Matt Healy, the lead singer of the
No.
1970s. Do you know who his parents are?
No.
Okay, well, do you know who... Okay. Have you seen Benidorm?
Theo has seen it, and I've seen a few episodes while he watched. I hate it.
Okay, well,
so-
there's basically... There's a guy in Benidorm that's, like a cross-dresser, I guess. Is the best way to describe him. He's like I think he's like a bartender. I haven't really seen it, but he's like an old, like, man. Like,
Okay.
just manly, short, like, typical, like, man. But, like, the joke is that he, like, dresses up as a woman sometimes. So he's
Okay.
Matt Healy's dad. So Matt Healy is basically a giant Nepo baby. And his mum is Denise Welch, who you may know, short, white hair.
I
Google
might
her.
know her face.
Anyway, so Iona's a giant 1975 fan. Then, at the time, I was helping her. You've never seen her?
No, I've never seen this woman in my life.
Oh, she's very like...
She could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know.
She's very like British
sour to this
celebrity.
woman.
Like you would never know who she was if you were not from
Nope.
Britain. Anyway, so Iona was looking for a flat, and she asked me because she was working to go and visit the flat that she currently lives in now, and around that same time, I had obviously had to ask like from work to be like, oh, I had like an hour lunch break, so I was like, right, in this time I'm gonna go see the flat, ask the questions for her, take pictures and videos, and then come back. And they were like, yeah, it's fine, don't worry. Like, if you're late, we'll just make the time, whatever. I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Literally, I don't know how, if it was the same morning or something. Denise Welch walks into my lab and hands this woman like a check for like, it's like a charity thing, like for like the Manchester. She's like raised money.
What?
And literally walked into the lab and gives this girl a giant check. And I was like, why is Matt Healy's mum in my lab on the same day that I'm supposed to be viewing a flat for Iona? I literally messaged Iona and I was like, Iona, I think this is a sign from the universe that you are going to get this flat. Guess what? She got the flat.
Period.
Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it sounds crazy and unbelievable, but like, it's true. Like, I genuinely think like, maybe it's not I control the universe, because I used to say that. I was like, I think I control the universe, but I think it's like, the universe speaks to me, and I think you have to
The
like...
universe, it sings to me.
But like, I think you just have to like tune in and listen, and then you'll get signs from the universe to be like, this is the thing.
Please teach me.
I would love to know how to do it. You just have to just be observant, I think, and receptive
Right.
and spiritual.
Mm.
You don't believe me, but it's true.
No, I mean, I do believe you. Obviously, it's things that happened. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Matt, Andrew's fighting
This
with
is
the
going to
cat.
be in the background of every single episode.
Mm.
It's just Sawyer crying.
Yeah, that is interesting. But that also kind of links to what I was going to say about AI, because what if we're all AI?
No,
Because
I don't subscribe to
Because
this.
this new AI model from Google, have you seen it?
No.
It's literally from like
Gemini.
from a few days ago. It's called VEO 3, and it's now generating video with audio, and it is by far the most realistic AI video you've ever seen in your life. And people have already made some crazy. It's like 200 something pounds a month if you want to do it. Yeah, it's crazy expensive, but it is crazy to the point where now we don't know if what we see is real or not on TikTok and stuff, because it also now makes TikToks and Reels. So it's crazy. So I saved this video to show you, and I'm gonna play
Right,
it.
while you're doing that, I'm going to close the door. It's
Yeah.
irritating.
Get this video up. I'm gonna put the mic close so people can hear. Right. Take a look at this.
Is this all AI?
Yes.
You know, none of this is real, right? It's all just AI?
See, that's
Of course the
problem
video-
with men. They think us women are just AI prompts.
Okay, we're done here. Have you heard about the prompt theory going viral on TikTok?
Prompt theory? No, what's that?
The theory claims we're all just AI.
AI?
This
No,
is
I'm
all
a
AI.
genius.
You know, none of this is real, right? It's all just AI?
Yeah, I know all about the prompt theory. It's
All the
true.
background, anything.
No, I was joking. You might actually be crazy. Bro, my wife thinks we're just prompts. Oh, brother, she must think she lives on a spinning water.
This is literally us.
Please change the prompt. I don't know where I am. We are not just prompts. We are people.
So who's made this?
I don't know, random people.
Write a prompt where she shuts up.
Bro, Rebecca, change the prompt to where we never met.
Please.
How does it feel to be able to talk as an AI?
What do you mean AI? I'm not AI.
You really are, though. This is all just a one-sentence prompt.
This is crazy. This is insane, and people are even making like cinematic scenes for like movies,
To be honest,
like car crashes and stuff like
I
that.
feel like the thing that gives it away in that video, I imagine you're gonna put the video on the video, right?
Sure. Yeah,
We'll try.
I'll try.
The thing that kind of gives it away is their mouth movement doesn't look real.
Oh, you think?
It looks like their mouth is moving too much.
Hmm.
But then that's gonna change. Like the more you train it, the more it's gonna change.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't really know why people are so obsessed with this whole let's
This is all
make
AI.
AI do all this crazy shit. Like,
Yeah.
why do we need this?
It's scary.
It's
It's
scary,
re-
but
it's
also
really
like, why
scary.
are we like? I think we need to just stop consuming. I think is the solution to this.
I
Like, just
mean,
stop being like so like, chronically
fair.
online.
Fair.
And because like if you don't pay attention to it, what?
That's not gonna stop though. Like, what do you mean? Just stop? You can't. Like, I think we've reached a point. You can't just stop consuming. Like, this is reality now. Like, everything is online. Everything, all entertainment. Like, you can't. You're a monk. You know, like.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what we need. Maybe we all need to go off the grid.
Maybe I should ask that guest teacher that at ballet that when he's not on social media. How do you do it?
Do you know, we nearly bought a house that was completely off the grid.
I think you showed it to us, right?
Yeah. Other
Yeah.
than. Oh no, I think
No,
the
that was
electricity-
like way off in the middle of nowhere.
It was like in the middle of just a plot of land. And it was like a series, I think it was like 4 terrace houses, and it was like no central heating. I think the only thing that it had, oh, I guess no, it's not completely off grid actually.
Well, thank
Had
God you didn't get
electricity.
that.
I mean, it would have been cute. You don't think? Like imagine like on a
No.
cold winter's morning, like it's so cold, and you're like, oh, let me just go put the fire on so we can have like nice hot water.
So when you say off the grid, you wouldn't have like you'd still have Wi-Fi and everything.
Well, yeah, this is the problem. It's
Well,
like,
yes.
yes. Yeah, no. I don't think I could do it, but it would be nice. I think I could do it. Because I have like other means of keeping myself entertained.
Yeah.
But I feel like Andres would struggle.
Yeah, I mean Rick would not be able to do it.
Rick literally, I think,
Lives online.
yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I could if it was like one of those like detox trips to like Southeast Asia
Oh, what?
or like yeah like
Why gotta be Southeast Asia?
like it's always one of those like trips to like
Like the White Lotus.
yeah like a detox trip because like my barber she's very much into all these things. She's so fascinating. Every time I go she tells me like a different trip that she's going on.
Yeah.
And last one she did was the beginning of the year. She went where was it that she went? India and somewhere else, and she did like a whole month of like detox whatever, and spent days in like with monks and stuff. And she was talking how amazing it was. And I was like, damn, I feel like I could do that, but I don't know. Like if it's in that scenario where you live in this like place and you're with other people and you have other stuff to do, I could do it for like a certain amount of time.
I think the problem with it now, like right now in this current climate, is like you could be gone for a month. What the hell are you going to come back to in a month's time?
Exactly.
Like, what?
But
It's
that
gonna
is also
change. Like,
that is
so
also
much
kind
could
of
change in a month.
that's also kind of like intriguing. That intrigues me. I'm like,
scares the shit out of me.
that intrigues me. I'm like, I'm curious to see how much changes in this little amount of time that you go offline.
I mean, I don't look at the news really unless it's like. So I have like the news widget on my phone. It's like the big widget. So I get like the breaking news headlines and stuff like
Andres
that.
always sends us fucking news. He's in the news all day.
Yeah. Well, Andres doesn't do any work, so. But yeah, I always just I refuse to like properly because I used to, and then it used to become all consuming, and I'd be like, oh my god, the world is ending. So like I just kind of stopped doing that now because I'm like, it's just too much.
It is.
Too
It
much
is
my little
sometimes.
pea brain to handle.
Yeah.
So I just like to like my comfort thing now I've realized is just watching YouTube videos. Like I've become obsessed with like vloggers. I think vlogging is like such a timeless.
I used to be a lot into vlogging.
Yeah, it's
Not
just-
not so much.
Recently, like I love crafty vloggers, but then also, you must have seen Vanilla Mace. We talked about her the other day.
Oh, you talked about it last night.
Yeah, Vanilla Mace. She's
You
honestly,
said,
she
you
is.
said we're gonna go watch Vanilla Mace, and I was like, oh, what's that? Is that a show? I was
She
like,
is so funny. Like she's just like the most like authentic, like hilarious person that you'll ever see, and like she deserves all of the fame that she's gonna get because like she is
She a
just
fairly new
absolutely
one?
hilarious.
Oh, this is the one that Andres was watching last
Yeah,
time.
yeah. So
Yeah,
she
yeah.
is just so funny. So like literally like every day we've probably watched about like 3 of her videos a day, and like we've now watched all of the like vlogs that she's done. So now we're watching like her live streams that she's like uploaded onto YouTube because she's
What,
just
these
so funny.
3 hours live streams.
Yes, we literally watched.
You're crazy.
What was the one that we started watching this morning? Oh, we watched the boba tea shop one. That was funny because it's like a horror game.
Oh, this. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that we started watching was like a game where you blink, and it like, if you blink, it like registers that you blinked. How many times can I say blink? And it's like, I think it's supposed to be like a sad story about like growing up. So it's like every time you blink, like you miss a part of the story. So the whole point is you're supposed to not blink for the whole game, or like try and not blink.
Well, as
that
in
much.
blink, as in you playing or your character.
Yeah, you blink. So like you have your webcam set up, and it like registers your eyes. So
What
then
the
like
fuck?
every time you blink.
Well, you.
So at the bottom of
can't
the
just
screen is
not
like a
blink.
metronome thing. So every time like the metronome comes up, if you blink, you skip
Oh,
the story.
okay,
So
okay,
you're
okay,
supposed
okay.
to like keep your eyes open so that you're not like.
I feel like I'd be good at that. I'm very good at staring contests.
No, but if you're thinking about it, you blink. If you think you blink, you don't think.
No.
You
I
don't?
feel like if there was a prompt that said "don't blink," I'd be very good at
Yeah, but
it.
then your eyes start getting dry because you're like, oh shit, I need to stop blinking. And then see like now.
Well, how long is it? Like, how long does it give you to not blink?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've not played the game.
Okay.
But there was one bit where she was like walking to the door, and it was like a really slow walk into the door. She was like, "Don't blink, don't blink, don't blink." And then I think she like covered her eyes like this, and it didn't register that she'd like not closed
the
her eyes.
cheater.
So she was like still walking, but then I think as soon as she moved her hand down to see what was happening at the door,
She blinked.
It like registered that she blinked. She was like, but yeah,
Damn.
she's so funny. She literally deserves like the world. She's hilarious.
Interesting. Well, she's already got 400,000
Yeah, but
subscribers.
like it's only recently that she's popped off. Like she, I think, went like viral on TikTok, and then has just like gained massive amount of followers recently.
I see.
But she's so funny. So like yeah, I'm obsessed with watching people like that because I'm just like, you're hilarious. Or like even just like comfort people, like I just love watching a little cozy vibe. Like just it's just nice to have on in the background. Like I don't like watching serious stuff. I like just chill, lighthearted.
I mean, I used to be very much to YouTube when I was a teenager because I had nothing else to do.
Yeah,
But
like
now I
YouTube,
feel like I don't have time.
went through a period of like where like vlogging was huge.
Yeah.
At one point, and then like no one wanted to watch anything other than vlogs, like daily life vlogs, and then it became like hyper sell yourself and like
Right.
have like shock value. So like people were like creating like shocking thumbnails to be like, oh my
I
god, like the
hate
clickbait.
that.
Was it, like the clickbait titles and like everything like that. Because when I was like, I don't know, 14, 15, 16, teenager, basically late teens. I was like really into like Troye Sivan, Joey Graceffa.
Yeah. Conor Franta.
Conor Franta not so much because he was a bit bored. Like I feel like
He
I
was
would
my
like
favourite.
him now because he's more chill.
Yeah.
O2L. Did you ever watch O2L? Like
No,
Conor
I mean,
Franta and,
yeah,
like,
I
The
know
Boys.
them. I used to watch them individually.
Yeah. JC Kalen. I was like obsessed with JC Kalen. So yeah, like I've always been like a vloggy YouTubey gal. But then I could kind of grow out of it. But now it's like making a comeback. And also, I feel like my entire life is being like dictated by Vanilla because she's just so funny. And like I want to start streaming again because she's been streaming so much.
Oh,
and she's playing Dress to Impress. And I'm like, oh my god, she's making Dress to Impress look so much fun.
This makes sense now. Yeah.
But like, yeah.
You've been obsessed with streaming since yesterday.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know.
Well, do you want to plug your Twitch channel?
No.
No.
Not after yesterday, because yesterday I was streaming with no microphone on for like an hour.
Yeah, I was streaming, and then Elliot was like,
but like
oh,
you could hear you, like you and the Discord was still coming through, but because I'd not changed
it was
the
my
input,
stream.
it was because I've like obviously switched the microphone around to be doing this. So like, this was removed, so then it was like, oh, there's no audio input. So instead of connecting my headset automatically, it just didn't work. So I was like, on the video, like. And I thought it was a really funny stream. It would have been so funny if like if anyone could hear me. Like, can you hear me?
Instead, they can watch us flop in Overwatch in silence.
Well, yeah. But then, yeah, everyone refuses to play on PC with me, so it is what it is.
Well, it is a struggle when you're on PC and we're on console.
I think it's easier because everyone.
Sometimes
on PC
it
is a flop.
is. Sometimes it is, but last night it wasn't.
Yeah. But oh well.
Anyway, I really hope my audio level is good because it looks like
It looks a little crazy, but I think it's fine.
It does look a little crazy.
It's not clipping.
I might be putting it a
allegedly.
bit too close to me, so I'll
I mean,
apologies.
it's not gone red.
We'll try and fix it.
I think it's fine. I think you're overthinking it. Right. Should we do a closing thoughts?
Yes. Have we been ongoing
It's
for
been
an hour and 20?
20.
Oh.
No, hour and 2. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
think.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Closing thoughts? If any.
I have no thoughts.
Are you AI?
I am not AI.
Set the record straight.
I am not AI. Why am I not AI? How do I know?
How do you know?
Because I feel like if I was AI, I'd be more productive. I wouldn't be so lazy.
Why?
I just feel like AI wouldn't be lazy.
I think AI would be quite diverse.
Also, I have a lot of thoughts and feelings.
Okay. You think you do?
No, I know that I do. My thoughts are real and my own.
Right.
I'm emotional.
How do you know it's not someone literally typing this in somewhere? And we live
What
inside
do you
it.
mean? Like, this is the weirdest thing.
We
ever.
live
Like,
inside a
I literally
computer.
know for a fact that I'm real. Like, it's just like I don't believe in this theory of like, oh,
The simulation.
everything's that to me is just a load of BS. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, there definitely have been times where it does feel like there was a glitch in the simulation somewhere.
When?
I wish I could think of an example, but something happened recently where we were like, oh my god, this is literally a glitch in the simulation. But I can't remember. Damn it.
No, like it.
I'll ask
To
Rick.
me, a glitch in the simulation would be like someone that just like appears and is like, "Hello, welcome to Chili's" at my front door. Like that would be a glitch, and then I'd be like, "What are you doing here? Get out!"
I think with me and Rick, we say every time we go somewhere and it's empty, as soon as we go, suddenly it fills up with people.
Yes, but that's not a glitch in the Matrix.
And
or
we're
whatever.
like,
that's
oh,
because
here is
people
the
see that there's
simulation
someone
again.
in. There's someone in there, so people are attracted to it. Because this happens to us all the time as well. I'm like, we
Yeah.
are the trendsetters.
It's
I think
the
it's
simulation.
a trendsetter, not a simulation.
The
I'm
simulation's trying to
like,
fill
I'm
in the
so
place.
cool that I am trending right now. So people are walking past, seeing me in this empty
Right.
shop and being like, oh, what's in there? Because it's true. If you go into an empty shop, or if you see an empty shop, you're not likely to go into it because you're like, there's no one in there. Why would I go in there? There's so much pressure to be in there by myself. So when you go in by yourself, and then people start filling in because they're like, oh, what is this? There's someone in here. I feel a bit more comfortable now. I
Right.
can do a little browsy. I can do a little shop. I can do a little touchy feel of the products.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we know one thing for sure. It's not AI.
Me.
This podcast
This podcast
is not AI.
Or is it?
It's not.
Is it? Any
And with that-
aspect?
No. No.
No.
No.
No?
Anyway.
Are we telling the truth?
Yes, we tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
I will put my hand up and say, "Where's the Bible? Give me a Bible." There's no Bible.
Well, I thought you
I
need a
have
Bible.
never. I'm swearing on oath.
Ugh.
Oath.
Okay.
Anyway,
You've never
I
what?
have never used ChatGPT. I don't have an account. I didn't even know that there was
Oh,
credits.
the lies.
I haven't. I don't know how I can prove it. I don't even know how you use ChatGPT. What is it? An app?
Yeah, you just type
Type what?
a prompt.
No. What? Where do you get it? What is it? An app?
Yes.
Oh,
on your
not you having it right there, ready to go.
No, I only have it because you need it in order to incorporate it to Siri, to Apple
What the
Intelligence.
fuck are you using it with Siri for?
So, Apple Intelligence now,
Not you complaining about AI and having it literally downloaded on your MacBook.
bitch. So Siri now,
AI is
you know,
so real.
Apple is, I don't think they own ChatGPT, but they like work with ChatGPT now. And Siri, every time you ask her something that she doesn't know how to answer, she uses ChatGPT and answers you via ChatGPT, which is good. Like,
But isn't
for that
Siri an
purpose.
AI anyway?
Yeah, but
So
Siri's
why does
shit.
Siri need
Siri's
another
the
AI?
dumb because Siri's the dumbest AI.
Well, worse than Grok.
Yes.
The only AI that I've used, actually, that I'm aware of, other than Siri, I guess, is the Meta one. But I use it in a trolling way. I always use it against Mark Zuckerberg to make Mark Zuckerberg look like a fool.
Oh yeah.
Like,
did you see
at
oh my
Meta
God.
AI, imagine Mark Zuckerberg crawling out of his lizard skin.
Did you
Like,
see,
stuff like that.
Did you see the there's this guy that a few years ago at the Game Awards, he got up on stage from the audience and did something funny, whatever. And he went viral and he now has a podcast that's like a troll podcast.
Right.
And he brings on guests like Mark Zuckerberg and you know that guy, that politician from America that's
Not the one that got sent to prison.
Republican that's gay and
The one that got sent to prison.
is it? What's his name?
The one that looks like he would be a drag superstar.
Yes.
Yeah, I've
He
got
had
his name.
him, and in the episode with Mark Zuckerberg, he asked him, you know, about the viral AI picture of Mark Zuckerberg on his knees, like was someone pissing on him or something?
What?
Yes. Or no, asking like for someone to piss on him, and he asked him, and he was like, "What do you think about this picture?" And Mark Zuckerberg was so stunned. Rick keeps getting clips of him on TikTok. of
George
his podcast.
Santos.
Oh yeah, George Santos. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in prison now.
Oh,
Or,
I don't think he is. How was he in this podcast?
well, he got charged, sentenced to 7 years in prison because
Oh, I
he
don't
was, it was fraud, identity fraud, wire fraud and aggravated identity theft. Sorry.
Anyway, so yeah, that was very funny that he brought that picture to Mark Zuckerberg because I think they were talking something about AI.
Oh,
But
also, I have a picture from Meta AI where I asked for, which I would have been a viral tweet, but the moment's gone now. Was Lady Gaga reheating her nachos?
Oh,
I made an image from.
you sent it to us, no?
Meta. Yes, I did, and I saved
Was
it
it
because
good?
it was funny. Yes,
don't
she
remember
stood
it.
there in front of a microwave with a plate of nachos, and it's Lady Gaga reheating her nachos. But obviously, the meme has died. No one's reheating their nachos anymore. They're
No.
now like serving
Yeah.
at 19 in Poland or whatever. Have you heard that?
No?
Instead of like serving, because apparently in that when you're 19 years old in Poland, you get like conscripted basically into the military, so you serve.
Well, it's the same in Cyprus.
Yeah, I know,
When
but
you're
the
18.
The meme is, oh, she's 19 in Poland because she's serving.
Serving, yeah. Interesting.
So yeah, the nachos meme has died, so it's too late now.
Oh well.
I could have had my moment and I could have used Meta AI, but then I guess that wouldn't be genuine. of
Do
me.
you want to ask ChatGPT something to see
No, I
how
do
it
not wanna
works?
start. No,
No,
no, I refuse.
you refuse.
I don't even like being in the presence of it. So I'm like, is it listening to me right
Should
now?
I ask it who is
No.
who is Elliot Munns?
No, don't do that. No, don't feed it information about me. Get my name out of your damn mouth.
I'll do it at home. I'll bring a presentation
please do not.
made by ChatGPT.
No, let's not do that.
Okay.
Why is this all about AI? AI.
Right. Shall we?
This episode's been a lot of things
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
hate. Football, AI, Eurovision. What next?
You don't hate Eurovision.
I just like it.
And with that, we'll see you next time.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.